Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. That's it. I have water on my shirt because I had to fix my beard because my beard was all, hey, you did it. Okay, no, you're making me seasick.
Are you flipped the right way today?
I am flipped the right way. Look. See? The boy who called it. That's the right way.
Okay.
I think so. We're not going to read that book, but I'm just saying. Miss Christie's here, obviously. Because Justin said, "Hi, Miss Christie. Stop attacking Tazz and buy him a puppy," is what it says.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't say that? I might have made that part up.
Yeah,
okay.
You did. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to fix my beard. I had to put water on my beard, and I got water on my shirt. My beard was like, it was Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was going in two different directions because I had I had the mask on because I had to go run an errand.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I went all the way over there because they said, "Yeah, for sure we have these in stock," and then they didn't. So I was like, "Okay." And the guy goes, "Well, I'm sorry you came all the way down." I went, "No big deal. You thought it was there." I was like, "I can turn all the way down." But see, that was me being kind. Some people would be, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, so that's what I did. That'd be funny if that's how I talk. That's creepy, eh?
A little bit.
Poppy, poppy, poppy. You can do it like you're. Yasminka, how are you? Yasminka, my neighbor. It was very warm today. Did you notice that there's hardly any snow on my driveway now? I'm just saying. No, that's something. And there's a whole bunch of snow on our back deck, and now there's nothing. It's dry.
You had your kids shovel most of it.
Well, no, I had them shovel the one side so that it didn't leak into the garage, right? But I mean, nowhere on that deck is except for a little bit on the one end. That's what I'm saying. Because it was sunny and warm today, so I was very happy with that. I didn't get to go out today because I had 2 school visits and 3 or 4 meetings about some stuff that might be coming up. I'm so excited. So there you go. We should read some books. Shall we read some books? Shay Robinson gave us a book to read. And I put it down. Don't worry. You know what's hard? I cleaned my office and now I can't find anything because it's so clean. I used to have all kinds of stuff there. Here it is. Russell and the Lost Treasure. Russell the Sheep.
Excellent choice.
That's it. Rob Scotton. I gotta put my. Pardon me. Yaz jumped in your puddles. It was raining cats and dogs the other day. I stepped in a poodle. That's awesome. Yeah, you should jump in the puddles lots. Splash water.
Didn't we just read a book about jumping in puddles?
Oh yeah, puddle pug.
Right.
We did.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's Minka.
Is she doing her best impersonation of a puddle pug?
She might just be doing her best. See, it's hard to say puddle pug, right?
It is.
That's it.
Yeah, I have a hard time saying anything in English.
It's your only language that you speak.
Know. That's how terrible life is for me.
You're really, really, really good at saying no puppies. You get no puppies.
I've got some basics under control.
No puppies for Tazzy. Any language, niet de puppy, right? You got the niet de puppy. Like that. Sometimes your voice, your lips go like that. No puppy, like no puppy, and you got that crease there. You didn't have that crease before you married me.
Correct.
That's right. That's it. You could hold 2 books in there now, like just straight right out, straight like and bacon. So, if you had bacon like that all the time, I'd come for smooches every moment. Anyways, yes, thank you for jumping my puddle. Russell the Lost Treasure. There we go. Bob Scotton wrote this book. He's a best-selling.
Did you say Bob or Rob?
Rob. I think I said Rob.
I heard Bob.
Well, it's because no puppies, right? If you kept saying no, right? If we had a puppy, we wouldn't need hearing aids. That's science, Miss Christie.
That is not science.
100%.
That is not.
We wouldn't need clocks either.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
It does. It makes sense.
No.
It makes sense.
No.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? Watch dogs, Miss Christie. Watch dogs. They know what time it is. Anyway, here's a best-selling author of Russell the Sheep. So he's Russell and the Lost Treasure. So that's awesome. He's feeling sheepish. I'm going to try to make Barb go groan. Barb go groan. Russell the... That's not the voice we should be using. Could that imagine? Russell the Sheep was perfecting his triple somersault when... Should I use that voice?
Yep.
Okay.
Totally.
Oh, I don't know if I can do the whole thing. Russell the Sheep was perfecting his triple somersault when he was distracted. He was distracted by a passing cow.
Crow.
I often get distracted by a crow. Awesome crow.
I went looking for a cat and I didn't see one.
Why would you say cat? I said cow to begin with. Russell was distracted by a passing cow. There's no cat on that page. There's only a crow.
Well,
I sounded like
fair,
Phil.
You're a little loud, so I have earplugs in.
You
so
have
I don't
earplugs
catch every
in.
nuance.
What do you mean nuance? It's not. It's a word. Russell the Sheep was perfecting his triple somersault when he was distracted by a passing cow. There's no cat there. It says crow. Well, why would there be a cat? You know what? A cow is just a crow is just a pirate cow because they put an R in there. So now I'm going to start reading again. Russell the Sheep was perfecting his triple somersault when he was distracted by a passing crow. There's still no cat on the page, just to let you know. Oh my goodness. Obviously, you two aren't on the same page. We're not even coloring the same book. Wow, a treasure map. Extend Russell. I'm gonna have to. You want me to do that voice of the whole book?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, you got to live up to zany library.
Somebody described my reading as what did they say?
They said it was like visiting a
zany library where everybody's loud. Russell fell to the ground with a thud, and then got a really good idea. I'll find the lost treasure of Frog's Bottom. There's also still no cats, Miss Christie. It was a Frog's Bottom. So Russell went to his workshop, and after banging and clattering... This voice hurts my throat. Banging and clattering... Afterwards, I'm not going to be able to talk. And Miss Christie's like, that's the plan the entire time. Kenny Hoffner, thank you very much, buddy. I got the books that you sent me. Thank you very much, pal. I read one the other day, and I'll be reading some tomorrow. I'll probably be reading... Oh, tomorrow I might not be here, because I might have a thing. But the next day, I'm going to read The Boy Who Crawled... Wolf. That's from Kenny. Kenny Hoffner used to ride on my one shoulder, and his brother used to ride on the other. Now they're great big gangly monsters. He was ready to show off his new invention, the super-duper treasure seeker. Look out, treasure. Here I come. Well, that's not his voice, but it is now. I get distracted by words and movement.
I think we need one of those.
A super-duper treasure seeker?
Yeah.
You're my treasure. I found you already. Mm-hmm. I'm fibbing. I want a puppy.
No.
He searched high and he searched low. He searched high and he searched low. He looked in and he looked out. You have to say that with Miss Christie all the time. When I make her mad, she's got, look out! Look out! Over, under, and right. Left and right as well. And nothing. What's a sheep to do? Oh, I don't know. What's a sheep to do? What's a sheep to do? Matter. Russell threw away the treasure seeker. It rolled down the hill and settled at the foot of a giant tree. And it began to beep.
Oh, no.
There's still no cat. He's a beep, beep sheep. Beep, 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 beep sheep. Beep, beep sheep. When he sleep, he don't beep, but he's a beep, beep sheep. Russell's hat
curled with excitement.
Does your hat curl with excitement?
No. He squeezed into a hole at the base of a tree, where he crawled and he crawled and he crawled until at last could it be? Oh my goodness! It was a puppy.
No.
Sure, it's a puppy right
No.
there. If you can think about cats, I can think about puppy.
That's not a puppy.
It could be a
That is
puppy.
Clearly
it could
not
be
a puppy.
It could be a pup in a box.
That would be bad.
That's it. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it could be a puppy in a box.
That would be terrible.
His name is Jack.
No.
He's a Jack in the box. The lost treasure of Frog's Bottom. He said in a voice that wasn't his. 3 different voices for him today. Russell dragged the chest from under the tree and turned the key.
You know, if anybody tuned in right now, they think this is my real voice, right?
I don't think
That'd be funny if they was like, "Hey, Taz."
Hey, how are you doing? This is my real voice.
Be funny to go over and go,
How are you?
and the guy goes,
Well, how are you? Are you making fun of my voice? No, I'm not making fun of your voice.
and the other guy walks up and goes, "Well, how are you?" And the fellow goes, "How are you?" "Well, I'm fine. Well, it's good to see you." And the other guy goes,
Excuse me, I thought you said you were making fun of my voice. And the guy goes, I'm not making fun of your voice, I'm making fun of his voice. That was a long way for no laugh. Chad, it's the cookie, the guy. The chest was cram full, brimming with, I bet you it's puppies, I hope it's puppies, I want it to be puppies, is it puppies, please be puppies, I want it to be
It was
puppies.
buried underground.
I want
I don't
puppies
want
in
it to be
It
full of
wasn't
puppies.
buried underground, it was in a cave. Bears can stay in caves and they're bigger than puppies, so I'm
They're
just
not
saying.
locked inside of a box.
I'm saying they
Tazzy.
go in there. They go into it because it's necessary. Because it's the
"Bare necessities."
where's Barb with the groans? I can't take this. A bunch of useful stuff and a really old camera.
The camera's older than my dad, and I bet it doesn't work.
There's lots older than your dad, mister. You're a sheep. Do you know who knows how old his dad is? His mom. Because his mom always goes, you know how old. Because that's a sheep. It's a girl sheep. It's called a ewe.
That was terrible.
I know, it's good. I'm waiting for a groan. We'll wait a little bit longer. See, the camera can survive. A puppy could have been in there. And then, again, I bet it does. I guess he said about working, but I missed that part. Okay, I'll give it to you. Groan. There's no treasure, said Russell with a sigh.
Oh, that wouldn't be the voice he said. "There's no treasure."
Said Russell with a sigh.
But maybe we could have some fun anyway.
Yeah, you got to make fun where you can. Just because things don't turn out, it can be fun. Like, look at us. So he carefully rummaged through the chest. Going through the chest, still might be a puppy. They didn't say there's no puppy.
There's for sure no cat.
He pulled out a painted sheet and tied it between 2 trees. Mom and Dad, he called, say fleece. That's what they say when sheep at Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Miss Christie's
He's trying to see the picture. She's like, "What's going on there?"
Granny, put your teeth in. You too, Granddad. Flesh.
Look at that. Look at the smile.
That awesome. Jeez. Auntie and Uncle wanted a glamorous shot. Look, said Auntie, I'm a movie star. Flesh. I'm a movie star. Whoop. Russell's brother Cedric and his cousins wanted an action picture.
Steady, boys.
They like that. That's pretty good. That's really good. Molly, Polly, and Dolly, the triplets, and they have brothers that are twins. You know what their name is? Pete and Repeat. Had their photo taken with their dollies. All of them. We got lots of dollies right there. I wonder if this one's the Dolly Llama. It's a dolly and it's a lamb. Dolly Llama. That's a good one. Russell took Frankie's photo and Frankie took Russell's photo. Cool, said Russell proudly. That's how my mom used to take pictures. She'd take a picture and you could tell what you wouldn't be able to know what it is because there's all like this and like that, but you could tell. Oh, it's Christmas time because there's presents and stuff. Because she'd take a picture, and pull, she'd be like, click.
And a big thumb or a finger over
Just
top
like
of it.
It's just like that. This is all my mom's pictures, right? I think we look like we're in the witness protection program. There you go, right there. That's we don't know who that guy is. Russell stuck the photographs into a very big book and sat down to admire his handiwork. Well, he doesn't have hands, so it's more as a cloven-y work, I guess. He thought. Maybe I found a treasure after all.
A good photo album is a treasure.
That's right. The best treasure ever. Yep, friends and family photo album.
Yep.
I remember my dad one time or my mom said to my dad one time, Tazz is a treasure. And then my dad tried to bury me. It's not a true story. It's just jokes and stuff. I'm goofy today, huh? Tazz Stewart. Other Tazz, one less Zed. How are you, pal? Oh, my glasses are wonky. There you go. There you go. The joys of having attention deficit disorder and seeing yourself on camera. Oh, my glasses are a little wonky there. Bug Daddy Tazz, Bug Daddy Tazz. He's coming to visit the Big Daddy Tazz. We should find some Tazz. We should write a book about bugs. Right? And then, because everybody's afraid of bugs, but you're not afraid of bugs. Well, you might be, but, I don't think you do this as much. Like that. Like that. You wouldn't make a good bug dive if you're like, right? You wouldn't
Get
be
it
very,
off, get it
off. We should write an educational book about bugs, but make it funny. We could do that. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? We could read another book.
He's into it.
Oh, perfect. I can't stop doing this voice. I need different voice juice. There we go. How about this voice? Shall we read this book? Let's read. I think Kenny Hoffner sent me this book. Oh. Here we go. It was the night before the summer vacation. I can't wait for summer. As soon as it starts getting warm, I'm like, I want to have summertime. Summertime, summertime, boo, boo, boo. This book is by Natasha Wing, and it's illustrated by Julie Durrell. And this book was made in no photocopying or mechanical. No, it says not that you're not allowed to do it. You're not allowed to photocopy this or record this or otherwise. It says you're not allowed to record this. We might be in trouble. Maybe they'll bring puppies. Anyway, 'twas the night before leaving on summer vacation. My family was bursting with anticipation. It's a rhyming book! I'm so excited to have a rhyming book. We're bursting with anticipation. Dad made a checklist, which he checked as he went. Bug spray, sorry, Tazz. Backpacks and umbrellas and tent. Probably just for mosquitoes. I don't know if mosquitoes serve a purpose other than to feed other bugs.
And they feed birds and bats.
Well, I mean, feed other animals and stuff. They don't feed them. They get eaten by them. They're not there going, here comes the airplane. Here comes the airplane. Open your mouth. Here comes some food. Chugga, chugga, choo. Here comes the choo-choo train. Open your mouth.
How do you know?
Because they have tiny little... Where are you going to get tiny little spoons, Chris?
I don't know.
Think.
I'm
tiny
not
little
a
spoons.
mosquito. I don't have to worry about that. But if that's something they need, I'm sure they've figured it out.
Well, tiny little spoons. That's it. Mom grabbed the graham crackers and stuff for the s'mores. Oh, that's right. I like s'mores. But I like mine with chicken.
Gross. No, Tazz.
I actually meant to say pickles, but I've been craving chicken, so. Oh, my doctor says I can't have pickles anymore because they got too much salt. So he goes, you can just have cucumbers. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Hey, you can't have ice cream. Well, why don't you just drink paint? Like, it's just not the same stuff.
No, and also that's not.
Yeah, I don't drink paint.
No.
I'm just being silly, but I'm just saying that. He said you can have cucumbers or pickles that just aren't tried, really. We carried our helmets, our canoe, and our oars. Remember my raft, my snorkel and bike, plus Pete's doggy bowls and Jimmy's new trike. They're going for a long vacation, I'm assuming.
You're packing lots of stuff. That's for
I remember we used to go to Cypress Hills in Saskatchewan, which is in East End, Saskatchewan, which is in the West End of Saskatchewan. I didn't name it. And we would take 2 carloads of stuff. Like Dad would drop it. We'd get a cabin there, and we'd stay there for about 2 or 3 weeks. And my dad would come with a carload of stuff and then leave, and then come with another carload of stuff. Down from the attic, our suitcases came. Mum whistled and shouted, as if reffing a game. Pardon me. There we go. In bathing suits and flip-flops, in sunblock and hats, in flashlight and lounge chairs and wiffle ball bats. On top the pile, on top of the heap. Now pack away, 5 layers deep. Just like the dip I like to have. It's 5 layers deep.
I like those dips that are like.
Well, you like dips because I like that you. Oh, you mean like with the
guacamole.
Oh yeah, and I do that
sour
too.
cream.
I thought you said the whack-a-mole.
No.
Bing. Here we go. We stuffed and we filled every inch of the shell like the water balloon. It started to swell. Water balloons are awesome. And they're fun. You throw them at somebody. Don't freeze them. Done with our packing, we ate dinner last. Then we got our scrapbooks of vacations past. See? Memories. Paper memories. Paper memories. Hey, Maddie, how are you, pal? There were photos of us at the Museum of Toasters and my father and I riding fast roller coasters. Well,
those little, like, weird places to stop on the highway. Yeah. You know, the oddball museums, the giant pumpkin.
I love stuff like that.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. There's Jimmy on Babe and me with Paul Bunyan. I've been there. That's in Bemidji, I think. There's pictures of me. I'll see if I can find them. There's pictures of me standing on with Babe and Paul Bunyan. I'm 3 or 4. And there is Mummy beside the world's largest onion. Don't cry for me. It's God's onions. I sing really well. She does this when I sing. We laughed about trips we'd taken before. 1 week at the beach porch. What? Oh, sorry. We laughed about trips we've taken before. Our week at the beach did nothing but pour. I saw porch. It was so cold that we all wore our fleeces, and we finished a puzzle with 2,000 pieces. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do a puzzle with 1 piece. I guess that's just a...
puzzles aren't really...
That's just a picture, I guess.
You don't have the patience for puzzles.
I do if they're already done. At last it was time to climb in our beds, where visions of marshmallows danced on our heads. The marshmallow dancing, dancing marshmallow. Jiffy marshmallows. This is Jiffy marshmallows, right? Is it Jiffy? She's allergic to my singing. Yeah. In the morning, Dad shouted, "Get up, rise and shine. It's 3:45. Let's leave here on time." I don't think I've ever wanted to leave anywhere at 3:45. Oh, many times I had to have flights. Remember last year when I had a career?
Yes, but that's not exactly wanted.
Oh, it's
Right.
needed, right? I need it. I remember
You
getting home.
needed
Do you remember the time I got home at 1 o'clock and you said, "Are you going to have a good sleep?" And I went, "I have to be at the airport by 4. I'm just here to shower and change and go." Then a few moments later, there arose such a clatter. We ran to the window to see what's the matter. Oh, Barb says, "Bless you." Oh, I should have said, "Bless you," too. Bless you, Morty, bless you. Then, to our wondering eyes should appear, but Dad, the camper, and a long trail of gear. He chuckled and said, "Let's hit the road before our camper decides to explode." There's too many words in that last line. It bothered me. Exploding campers, 5 o'clock news. We all squeezed in, and then we drove down the street. I suddenly cried, "Oh, yikes, we forgot Pete." Oh, they had to go back for Pete's sake.
Is Pete the dog?
No, Pete's the brother.
Oh boy.
This is the thing that Home Alone started with. Dad made a U-turn and Pete jumped inside. Now we're ready for the 10-hour ride.
It looks like a hamburger.
It does. Well, you gotta eat.
It is a dog, Tazzy.
Oh.
It is the dog.
Is he a dog? Oh, don't hit me with a pillow. Oh, I thought Pete was the young... Okay, sorry. Well, it could be their brother. If I had a dog, I'd treat it just like a brother. I tell my mom on him all the time. I heard Jimmy ask... Oh, Jimmy's the young one. I heard Jimmy ask as we drove out of sight, "Mommy, are we there yet?" She said, "With luck, by tonight."
Yeah.
With adventures, we're packed in the car at a 10-hour drive. With so much to see, we're 10 minutes away, and Jimmy says, "I have to pee."
The best parts of road trips were the very start and the very end.
Oh, the best part of road trips was that don't cross the line. Barb said groan. I don't even know what I said to get a groan.
Pretty much everything you say deserves a groan.
Barb's a grown woman. Anyways, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, that's me reading a book or two and being silly with the voice like this. So, Miss Christie, thank you very much for making me do that voice that I can't get out of my head now. Maybe I'll be doing that the whole time like this.
Okay.
No. Can you wake up in the morning? There's a "Good morning, good to see you, nice to see you here, hello."
No, I swear that's how you greeted me this morning.
That's not how I greeted this morning. Oh, I greeted you the same way I greet you every morning.
No. That's the way I greet you.
Oh yeah, you come out of your cave. Is that morning yet? The sun is burning my eyes. I don't want to wake up yet, but I have to feed the cats because cats don't understand. You can sleep. See, if we had a dog would let you sleep in because
No, they don't.
It does so.
They do not.
Dogs do not. They don't make any noise at night, and they don't ever do anything. Anyways, Barb is telling us goodnight, Taz and Miss Christie, so it must be time to wrap up. So in the morning you can be like, "Good morning, everybody."
Well, I'm not talking to anybody in the morning.
No, not with that breath. Anyways, we're going to go... Oh my goodness. I hope you know that Miss Christie and I are joking with each other because we love each other and we joke and joke and joke and joke and joke and joke and joke. And,
you were just telling the truth there about me in the morning.
Oh, of course, in the morning.
100% true.
Who dares disturb my slumber? And that's when I know for sure, don't ask for a puppy right there. Never. Because then there'll be no Tazzy here. It'll just be my hat. Anyways, see... Miss Christie and I tease each other, and there's a difference between teasing and making fun because we both laugh at this. Okay, she's laughing, good. But we both laugh at this. So that's the difference between teasing and making fun. If you're making fun of somebody, that might hurt their feelings. Now, so what happens is sometimes, I think there's been a few times that I've gone past the line, and I made a joke and Miss Christie didn't find it funny, and then she says, "Tazzy,
that was too far, and I apologize, and then we start again. Because you know what? It's all about communication. So if somebody's hurting your feelings, you can tell them that, you know what, that hurt my feelings. And I don't mind joking with you, but that's what it is. And sometimes I will say things that sometimes hurt people's feelings because I'll get carried away, and I don't mean to do that. Like, no, puppy. That makes her laugh still, even though it's pretty true. Are you laughing? Good. I can't tell because she's like... As long as you hear that. And remember, if you do almost everything in the world that you can to, I don't know what I was going to say. If you want to do almost everything, you almost do everything in the world. That's what you have to do. You got to do almost everything in the world. That's what you got to do. This advice can't. Mary, we got things to do. Come on, let's go. What I meant to say is, if you do everything in your life with love, then life will be a lot easier. It's very hard sometimes. Like we were talking today to the students, that it's very easy to be kind to people that are being kind to you. But when people aren't being kind to you, that's a big challenge. And I'd like you to take that challenge. That's what I'd like you to do. So there you go. Yasminka, you should get your papa and your mama to let me know if we can do something online for your class. I think that'd be very, very cool for your daycare or whatever. That'd be very cool. Anyways, there was something else. I'm not sure about tomorrow because we are filming something, and I'm not sure if we'll be done in time. So I will try my hardest to be on. If not, I'll get on and let you know that I won't be here, if that's cool. Or maybe I have time to read one book. I am still working on things for March 18th, which would be 1 year anniversary. I really think we should do a Zoom show where we could see each other and talk. And Miss Christie would be like, "No puppies," and you'd be like, "He needs a puppy. He needs a puppy. Tazzy puppy. Tazzy puppy. La do 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 da do do do." Like that. So practice that. Would be very good. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. And remember, in a world where you can choose to be anything you want, please always choose to be kind. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Take the time tonight to hug the people around you and tell you how much you love them, because sometimes we forget to do that. Good night. Lots of love from Miss Christie and I. No puppies, no puppies. I know what you're going to say. No puppies, no puppies, no puppies, no puppies.
Look out!